What's up, people? It's me, Jeremy. I just wanted to show you the progress on my straw bale back to Eden raised bed tower garden. It's a mouthful. This is just one plant of many tomato plants, a little over 100 plants in these 5 straw bales here. Everything is creeping and climbing. We got suckers coming out of here. Pull that off real quick. See if we can find a spot for it. We'll go around back here. This is the fun part. Seeing things grow so fast and just transplanting in and really stuffing it. You know, a lot of people will say that you need to leave space for tomatoes or any plants, and that's not the case with this method. There's very little space in between these plants. Excuse me while I get around here. And the production is just off the chain. So yeah, these are all huge heirlooms that are coming through. Blossoms everywhere. Got to go through pretty much every day and pull suckers off and keep things going. But yeah, there's no lack of food happening here. So we're at week 6, and we've already got tomatoes on here. That looks like a San Marzano there. Same thing here. Very productive this year. I think I planted everything right on time. All kinds of different varieties here, and we got tomatoes already showing up. We are selling our home, as I've mentioned before. We've got a buyer, we are in contract, and we just had our appraisal yesterday, so we have to wait now to make sure that our house appraises at our asking price, so our buyer can get approved for his loan. But for now, I'm enjoying watching this thing take off and really thrive. We're about a third of the way up this cattle panel. It's about 6 feet tall. And by the end of the season, these things should have reached all the way up this thing and probably vining all the way around it. So yeah, great progress here. Nothing really dying. A few of these that are towards the front and the back will need to get we'll need to get wound up through the cattle panel, and like I've done with a few of them already, but I can use tie wraps or little shoestrings or whatever to keep things tied up. This is nice and sturdy, so I don't see anything falling down like last year, and I'm really just blown away with the quick, rapid succession of these tomato plants. Everything's looking awesome. Moving over here to my vegetable lot, things are already wrapping around the top of this little trellis here. We already got green beans coming through. Lots of blossoms, lots of growth. Everything's nice and green, looking good. The potato plants look like they're yellowing up a little bit. I don't know if that's because there's no room in there for them, or maybe because they're ready. I just pulled this one out and it gave me a lot of resistance. So I think I'll just leave it for the new owner of our home and let him explain to him, you know, when I'm able to meet him, hopefully, that he can harvest these green beans pretty much every day and get more and more and more. I think I'm going to do that now. I'll grab a whole handful of these things while I'm on camera with you. Pretty simple to just pluck them off. The more that you pluck beans, the more they put out. So it's always good to be on top of your harvests for that reason, because abundance is key when growing organic food. I got them all in here. Wow. This is just one little patch. I've got a whole ton more over there near my pineapples growing along that fence. And we Might have a nice green bean dinner tonight. Planning on going camping in the state park here. A little early celebration for being able to sell our home, and so far no problems with that. Very excited to keep this thing moving, and happy that I'll be leaving something really abundant and beautiful behind for the new buyer. Hopefully he'll enjoy doing this as much as I have. Got some chard there, a whole bunch of peas that are reaching up and over and blossoming and starting to put out. Very nice. Nice progress here. A bunch of dill in there. Got some beans. A few tomato plants. This thing is starting to take off. The radishes are starting to bulb up in here. This pumpkin has come through here and starting to put out these huge flowers. And there's a couple. There's one right there. Nice little pumpkin. We'll see if that opens up and pollinates. I've just kind of been leaving this thing alone and watching it roll. This tomato plant's looking like it's a little struggling. There's not a whole lot of vegetation there, but there are a few tomatoes on there. Even got stuff coming out of the side over here. This is just insane the way this is happening. There's another pumpkin on the end there. So yeah, everything's awesome. This lettuce is like reaching over the top now. It's still not bolting, going to flower, but it starts to get bitter as it gets a little older. I'm gonna probably have to come through here and cut a few more heads out. There's kale poking up through here on the side. I've made quite a few salads already. We've got another vine of this pumpkin over here. Looking pretty fantastic. All the growth is amazing. Some more tomatoes hanging outside. I'm not sure what this is. This is probably just weeds, but it's not hurting anything that's in here. A lot of people spend so much time pulling weeds and really don't need to. I mean, when you plant like this especially, you have like cover crops essentially, and it kind of just gets rid of the weeds. So yeah, everything's awesome here. Straw bells are doing amazing. There's a whole bunch of tomatoes here. And then I've got my little herb garden in these towers. Looking really good all the way around. This dill's starting to change colors. I might want to cut that back a little bit and harvest some of that. Got some basil here. The sage is beautiful. I love the texture and color of that. Moving over here to some of the leafier greens. Cilantro is starting to explode out of the bottom of this thing. Parsley's looking really good. So yeah, I'll be harvesting quite a few of these herbs and drying them out and jarring them up for future use. Hey little lizard, what you doing? You enjoying your little home there? That's cool. I'm glad. Looks like he's hanging out and looking for a mate. Got a little scared of me. So yeah, everything's awesome here. No lack. I got a little northern bean down here, just kind of hanging out in the corner. Nothing really came up along the fence. There's a couple of bean plants there I see, but it's really dry right now. Starting to get into summertime already in Florida, and it's just crazy. Hey puppy, what you doing? You want to try a green bean? Oh yes. That's the neighbor dog. He's really sweet. Oh yes. Do you like it? It's good for you. He's a sweetheart. Yes. Oh, is that good? Oops. I'm getting hung up on the fence here. Let's see. I'm breaking it in half. Let me smell it. Oh, is that good? It's good for you. Do you like it? He's trying. I think he's interested. Nope, he just wants to be petted. Anyway, I'm going to cut this video short just as soon as I'm done petting this cutie. And I'll try to update this again soon. We extended our closing to the end of the month, so I should have at least a couple more video installments. And then maybe, you know, if I can get permission from the new owner to come over here and help out and keep things going, and he might allow me to harvest some of these, but I'm not gonna cross my fingers, you know. People like their privacy, and we'll see. But it would be great to impart some knowledge on him if he doesn't have it already, and explain this whole setup and how I got it started and how easy it is to maintain and take care of. All I got to do is change batteries in the sprinkler timer, and I'm really glad I got the sprinkler timer, because I've been going strong for probably like a month now and haven't had to change the batteries once. So way better than my last setup. And it's got the little dual port there, some buried hose. The grass is starting to grow back. So yeah, this is it, guys. Looking great. Really excited about what I was able to do here in a short amount of time, and I can't wait to expand on this in the future. So keep following, comment, like, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate all the views, and take care. Talk to you soon. Peace.